On Friday, the president was called out by Twitter readers for inflating the number of corporations that were making billions, according to Fox News. In a tweet said to be giving the facts, Mr. Biden claimed that 55 corporations made $40 billion in 2020 and paid zero in federal tax. Let me give you the facts. 2020, 55 corporations paid $40 billion, zero. My Inflation Reduction Act puts an end to this. The tweet included added context by readers indicating the Inflation Reduction Act imposed a minimum tax on corporations with average pre-tax earnings. Hold on, let's roll that back. I didn't read it all the way. Greater than $1 billion, Fox News reports, with average pre-tax earnings greater than $1 million. Okay, so it's just people roasting him, basically. We don't need to know any more on that. Okay, that was Sky News reporting. Boom. Twitter fact checks Biden's claim on corporations making billions. This is Yahoo News reporting. October 30th, this is from yesterday. President Biden on Friday was fact-checked by Twitter for inflating the number of corporations that were making billions. In a tweet purported to give us, okay, the same numbers. Elon Musk just fact-checked Hillary Clinton about the truth of the Paul Pelosi attack. And is Elon right? Paul Pelosi. I knew Paul. I made them videos about Paul. I knew Paul wasn't going anywhere. I know Paul was up to something. He likes playing with them boys. I know Paul likes playing with the boys. Nobody can convince me of nothing different. Oh, Paul got caught playing. Let's see. Elon Musk just fact-checked Hillary Clinton. This is from the Gateway Pundit about the truth of the Paul Pelosi attack, and Elon is right. Elon Musk is wasting no time turning Twitter into a place where truth is not censored. In his latest move, Musk called out Hillary Clinton for sharing an LA Times article that aimed to paint Paul Pelosi's attacker, David DePape, as a far-right conspiracy theorist. Musk would respond to Clinton by tweeting, "There is a tiny possibility there might be more to this story than meets the eye," and then proceeded to link an article titled "The Awful Truth. Paul Pelosi was drunk again and in a dispute with a male prostitute early Friday morning." I fucking knew it, Paul. I fucking knew it, Paul. I knew it, Paul. Nancy's out of town? You already know. You already know. Look at Nancy. This fool's a billionaire. He don't want nothing to do with Nancy, right? He wants him some young pink, apparently. The young schlong. That young hippie schlong that's willing to do whatever you want to, you know what I mean? I guess. Or who knows? Maybe he's pitching, maybe he's catching. I don't know. I don't know what Paul likes, but I'm pretty sure that Paul was getting busy. That shit is funny, right? So LeBron James comes out. He's crying. They're already crying about Twitter, right? They say, oh, there's been a huge increase in the N-word in the last 24 hours on Twitter. Well, there's a huge increase in fucking rap music. And they say it 57 times a fucking whatchamacallit. So that, I don't think anybody cares anymore. I think people are worn out with the N-word. There's been enough of this. Oh, can people say it? People can't say it. People can say it. And now there's a bunch of kids, a bunch of white people in Florida saying it anyway. You know what I mean? So, and honestly, even out here in Colorado, there's people, there's sections of white people and Mexicans who talk like that. I used to hang out with some of them. We were more cholos whenever I was growing up, so we didn't talk like that all that much. That really wasn't our trip. That wasn't cool with us. But then again, our was kind of bleeding out. Our style was bleeding out. The cholo style kind of it didn't keep hold here in Denver. So now let's look. Here's Twitter. Let's see. Elon Musk replied. Okay, so Eric Romansky says, Elon Musk is making sure to fire people at Twitter before part of their year-end compensation kicks in Tuesday. Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. He just paid $20 billion over price. Okay. The layoffs at Twitter would take place before November 1st. That means today, when employees were scheduled to receive stock grants as part of their compensation. Such grants typically represent a significant portion of employees' pay. By laying off workers before that date, Mr. Musk has avoided paying the grants. Okay, this is from Twitter. Readers added context, though they thought the author of this tweet is taking an excerpt out of context and interpreting a conditional as a certainty. Mr. Musk has, without details or explanation, personally denied this part of the story. Okay. This is false. He just says this is false. That's it. Right? Okay. Political polls. You have favorable of Elon Musk. I like him. Let's see where we're at. 80 to 20. Good enough. Let's see. Elon fires 20%, 25%, 25% of Twitter. 25% of Twitter, I think is what I saw this morning. And that would make sense if you got to fire him by October 1st. Let's see. The Daily Mail from 4 hours ago. Let's see. Billionaire Elon Musk, get rid of that, plans to fire 25% of Twitter staff in the first round of layoffs at the social media giant comes amid plans to introduce $20 subscription features for a blue tick. I think that they're talking about a blue check mark. Maybe it's actually called a tick, though, because I guess it does kind of look... Oh, bows, damn it. Okay. Let's see. Elon Musk. This is the Daily Mail reporting. Elon Musk plans to release a quarter of Twitter's workforce in his first round of layoffs after the $44 billion takeover, according to reports. Comes as the new Twitter CEO allegedly issued an ultimatum to the social media platform's engineers. Okay, it comes as Twitter CEO issued an ultimatum to the social media platform's engineers, telling them to revamp Twitter's verification system in less than a fortnight. I think a fortnight's 20 days or 2 weeks, something like that. Fortnight for face the sack. So he told them revamp the whole verification system so we don't got all these fake people on here, all these fake bots, or you're getting what you call. Celebrity lawyer Alex Spiro, a longtime Musk legal representative, led the conversations about the job cuts, according to Washington Post. The Tesla and SpaceX chief immediately fired the social media company's CEO, chief financial officer, head of legal, and general counsel when he assumed command on Thursday. The first round of layoffs will impact almost every department and are expected to specifically impact sales, product, engineering, legal, and trust and safety in the coming days, the Post source claimed. Twitter had over 7,000 employees at the end of 2021, according to regulatory filing, and a quarter of headcounts amounts to nearly 2,000 employees. I fucking hope so. Get these people out of here. Oh, okay, so CNBC reporting. Elon Musk, new owner of Twitter, tweets unfounded conspiracy theory about Paul Pelosi attack. Of fucking course. Okay, so here we go. Now they're drawing lines. We know where everything's gonna be now, right? Okay, Elon Musk, the new owner of Twitter, NBC reporting, CNBC, tweeted out an unfounded conspiracy theory Sunday morning about the attack on the husband of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi from a website that has a history of publishing false information. Of course it does, right? Well, I made some videos about it, so I guess I'm guilty of it. I think Paul Pelosi was playing with the boys. I grew up in the Bay Area. I had a lot of gay friends. There's a lot of gay people up there. It's pretty acceptable, and they're pretty open about their lifestyle. And I see no other explanation. There has to be a wild series of unfortunate events to lead to what happened at Paul Pelosi's house the other night and not be something gay going on. There was drugs or there was something, and we're pretty sure homeboy was a prostitute. It's looking like dude was most likely a prostitute, a male prostitute. So Musk responded to former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton when she tweeted out an LA Times story about how the suspect in the attack on Paul Pelosi, David DePape, spewed far-right conspiracy theories. Musk says, there's a tiny possibility there may be more to this story than meets the eye. Musk wrote to Clinton, linking to a story published on a right-wing website called the Santa Monica Observer that questioned the circumstances of the attack on Pelosi, according to the archived version of the story. The website was no longer accessible late Sunday morning. Wow. So Elon provides evidence from the Santa Monica Observer that this may have been some gay shit going on. There may have been some playing with the boys, right? That Paulie might have been playing with the boys, and they're saying the website is no longer accessible. That's what happens when you fuck with the Clintons. Keep fucking around. As of late Sunday morning, Musk's tweet had more than 24,000 retweets and more than 86,000 likes and was quickly gaining traction. The fact-checking website, Media Bias Fact Check, rates the Santa Monica Observer as a questionable source based on, well, they're not questionable anymore, so they made them disappear, based on the routine publication of false and misleading information and the use of poor sources. Media Bias Fact Check said the website's article on the Pelosi attack appears to be fake and defamatory. Musk did not immediately respond for a request to comment from NBC News. Yeah, but you're going to have to, you have to like dispute some of the facts. There was this guy's wife was out of town. His wife was out of town in Washington, D.C. He has 2 men at his house in the middle of the night, and somehow or another, some sort of domestic, most of them are naked. All the men are in some form of undress. And the cops show up, and one starts attacking another one with a hammer. If that, I don't know what else they were doing there. These are men of means. I don't know whether they're having a fucking sleepover. You know what I mean? Oh, so Paul Pelosi, the millionaire Paul Pelosi, got with one of his millionaire homies or billionaire homies, and we know that it's one of his billionaire homies because they're not releasing who answered the door. They're not saying who answered the door. Just an unknown male answered the door. So clearly this is somebody with fucking power. So they answer the fucking door. There's some dude there half undressed. Paul's half undressed, arguing with the fucking dude that they put and picked up, this vagrant. This dude's like a fucking vagrant who lives in a van. Yeah, Paul Pelosi just randomly went and picked up some vagrant who lives in a van. No, he didn't do that. And the dude didn't break into his fucking house. There's no breaking in. There's windows busted out. The glass is outside of the house. It's on the ground. Outside of the house. I mean, somebody was trying to break out. Right? Somebody was trying to break out of the house whenever the cops got called with this shit. And he knew the man's name. He said his name was David. He said it was my friend David. We don't, at first they say you don't know who he is, and then they say, oh, it's my friend David. So his friend David knows who he was. Clearly he'd been to the house. He was let into the house, and somebody was trying to get out of the fucking house. Right? Somebody was trying to get out of the house. A window got busted. I wouldn't be surprised if they were doing some weird shit. So this is all undisputed facts. You can see the pictures from this crime scene. For one reason or another, they don't want, well, I shouldn't even say one reason or another. They don't want to let us have the body cam footage. Why? Everybody else gets the body cam footage. They should release the body cam footage right now. Right? That's what we do whenever everything else happens. A black dude does something, a white dude does something, black dude kills white dude kills black dude. You release the footage. Right? Well, this is an attempted assassination attempt. Release the footage of this Trump supporting fucking whack job. You know what I mean? Let's get him in there. So, okay, back to NBC reporting. Musk's tweet just comes days after the $44 billion acquisition of Twitter was finalized. Musk has said he will loosen rules about what kind of speech is allowed on the platform. That vow has prompted concerns that the changes could drive users and advertisers from the site. DePape attacked Pelosi 82 with a hammer after breaking into their California home. They have no evidence that they broke into his home. They say he came in the back door and they keep pushing this too. They screamed, "Where's Nancy?" Who was in at the time. That's all the Police arrived after Pelosi called 911 when the suspect wasn't looking. Pelosi suffered a skull fractures and serious injury to his right arm and hands, according to Drew. He underwent successful surgery, expected to make a full recovery. Right? So he knew this man. This is a bunch of lie. Right? This is a bunch of bullshit. The suspect was searching for the house beater. No, this is somebody you knew. Right? This is somebody you knew. You knew his name was David. You told the cops the name was David. And you were tussling with him whenever the cops showed up. Right? He seems to be some sort of like hippie freak, drug-addled prostitute, and that just goes from what I can see, the info that we can find on him, the background we can find on him, where he was living. He had an LGBTQ flag hanging in front of his fucking bus that he was sleeping in, where And the bus is parked in front of some fucking nudist woman's house that he used to bang, but is now married to somebody else, but he was the best man at the wedding. So this dude's a freak all the way across the board. He's you know, and I'm not blaming him. Hey man, do what you do. But nobody believes that this dude just broke into Paul Pelosi, just randomly broke into Paul Pelosi's. How did this dude get Nancy Pelosi's fucking address? And how did he get onto this estate? Right? I don't know. Let's see. Let's pull up Nancy Pelosi's house. Maybe it's not an estate. What'd they say? It's in like the best part of fucking town. Pacific Heights or something like that. Nancy Pelosi's home. Let's look up Nancy Pelosi's fucking home. Maybe it's like maybe it's right here in front of God and everybody. I guess that's it, huh? That's Nancy Pelosi's home? Man, look at that motherfucker. God damn. Oh, yeah, she's looking out over the ocean. Look at that. How much you think that motherfucker's worth? God damn, $25 million. Oh, did not buy a $25 million mansion. No, that's not her. What the fuck? Okay, I think this is actually, because that looks like San Francisco right there. I was going to say, that was a hell of a view of the fucking ocean. That didn't even, yeah, because the ocean don't even look, yeah, there's palm trees and shit. Yeah, I'm tripping. Okay, but this one right here, oh, I should have known. The New York Times. They want money for everything. Okay. Okay, suspect in Paul Pelosi attack had bag with zip ties. That's from CNN. I really doubt that that's true at all. I doubt that's true. The dude barely had any fucking clothes on. I don't think he had a bag with zip ties. They're just making shit up now. Okay. Suspect. Okay. Oh, now he had a list of targets. Suspect, let's see, CBS News reporting. Suspect in Paul Pelosi attack had list of targets, law enforcement sources say. Suspect had a list of people he wanted to target. Law enforcement briefed on the investigation confirmed to CBS News. David Wayne DePape, the man accused of beating Paul Pelosi with a hammer inside his home overnight on Friday, may have been planning the attack. May have been planning to attack more people, the sources said. They have not gone so far as to call this a hit list, but authorities believe it may have been planning to target others. Yeah, we want to see the fucking body cam footage. Let's worry about this target. Let's worry about the very first target. Let's find out what the fuck was happening at this dude, Paul Pelosi's house, who caught a fucking DUI like a month ago. And let's not act like Paul ain't been fucking wilding and in the news. Paul clearly been in the fucking news. What did he need? Crash his fucking like $100,000 Porsche all drunk or something like that and got himself a DUI? So let's not act like, right? Let's not act like that. DePape is expected to be arraigned Tuesday. Sources said CBS that the prosecutors are taking their time filing federal charges because DePape is in custody and no longer a threat. The suspect allegedly broke into the couple's home around 2 a.m. on Friday, shouting, "Where is Nancy?" The suspect planned to keep Paul Pelosi tied up until the speaker got home, law enforcement told CBS News. Police have not specified a motive, but said it was not a random act. They don't say anything about Paul knowing who the person was. Paul said the man's name was David on the phone. Wonder why they didn't say anything about that. Seemed to left that part out. That's crazy whenever I'm bringing up stuff that the normal news leaves out, right? Because I'm just some asshole. I don't even got a college degree yet. I'm still working on that fucking thing. Nancy Pelosi was in Washington, D.C. at the time of the attack. While the alleged attacker was in the house, police said Paul Pelosi was able to dial 911 and police were dispatched to the residence. San Francisco Police Chief William Scott, and from what I understand, he didn't dial 911. They did a wellness check. Somebody did a fucking wellness check. See, their story's just changing as they go. San Francisco Police Chief William Scott said Friday that officers observed both Pelosi and the suspect holding a hammer, and then the suspect pulled the hammer away from Mr. Pelosi and violently assaulted him. The suspect was immediately apprehended by the police and will be charged with attempted homicide, assault, and deadly weapon, elder abuse, burglary, and several other additional felonies. A CBS News review of the suspected social media post by DePape turned up conspiracy theories about Holocaust denial. They don't even let you talk about Holocaust denial anymore on the fucking... You can't even really talk about it on social media, so I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Pedophiles in the government. There is pedophiles in the government. That's not a conspiracy theory. I don't know what they're talking about. Claims that Democrat officials run child sex rings. I don't know if I could go that far, but there's absolutely pedophiles in the government. So that's not a question. Now, I want to leave you guys with something here. Let's see. Obama being booed. FJB. Let's see if we can find that. Let's see. Where was it? It was on Twitter. Bam. Obama F. Joe Biden. Obama went and tried to... okay, so this is from yesterday. This is Austin Frisch reporting. Okay. Obama gets frustrated as he can't give a speech because he's drowned out by the chant, F. Joe Biden. Even the black people. Look at even the black people are like, yeah, motherfucker. People are pissed. So that's what's going on whenever Obama goes on stage, right? Let's go Brandon and F Joe Biden. That's what happens. So anyway, that's the news from this morning. The culture war is in full effect. We need Trump back on Twitter ASAP. We need to hold these fucking Democrats accountable for ruining the goddamn country, because this is ridiculous. Inflation is ridiculous. Inflation just came in hot as fuck. Again, a bunch of shit just came in this morning. The stock market is crashing again, right? Because it looks like the Fed's going to have to keep cranking up interest rates, right? So it's going to be like we're going to end up with like a Fed's fund rate of like fucking 6 or something like that. Just something ridiculous, which means that money gets lent out at a minimum of 6%. So by the time you get it from the bank, you're paying like 10%. If you've got good credit, by the time you get it from the bank, you're paying like 10%. If you don't have good credit, you're paying 12, 14, 16 fucking percent for a car loan, for a house loan, right? So it's bad. Not good. Anyway, thank you, my friends, for showing up. Appreciate you. Bye.